Hey everybody, it's Dean DeCosta, the Search 30, and today we're going to move on. My original videos was just a quick outline on the OSINT search grid methodology I put together for finding information, collecting data, and all that. This is going to be the third, more in-depth video, specifically in specific areas. In this case, it's going to be about real names. So just quickly to go over, the OSINT flow is pretty standard. OSG flow, start with OSG-based available information, which is open search grid. Information becomes available if needed, collect the data, organize the data into usable format. Pretty simple. In one of my previous videos, I went through using a tool called Zotero that can gather information that is on the web that you see out there into one nice little pretty package. Kind of similar to just sticking everything you find into a folder, except it's easier, quicker, and more organized. Got a Chrome extension, just push a button and it puts it in a folder for you, good to go. So, name-based. Name-based info gathering. I always start with source things just because it's simple for me. Everything I need is there, but you guys don't have to. You can do whatever you want. Search engine info gathering. It's real simple. What information can you gather from the search engine? Now, keep in mind, you see all these search engines. I know a lot of people are like, do you really need to check them all? Yeah, you do, because Google doesn't have and find everything. And even if it does, it may be so far down the list, you may never get to see it, whereas Bing might bring it up sooner. The web archive is really big because it might be something that's old and it might be quicker to find there. Example, social info. Doing a search for the name on a social site can gather info. And then lastly is finding tools that can find information on people, true people, fast people, whatever. These are some of the examples. There are a lot more. And then you putting it all together and creating a complete picture. A lot of us recruiters and sources do this and don't even realize we're doing it. I'm just kind of making a formula, making you understand the real process behind it. So let's just do this. I'm going to open up my Chrome and get into sourcing. Now, this is my version, which is on my tab, on my computer, which is a lot more info than most. So searching, where we start with the search engine. I don't like to pick on other people. I'm going to pick on me always. That's my name. Now, a lot of systems may not recognize two last names, so I always start with my last name together, populate, and then I pick. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pick Bing versus Google first, just so you can understand what I mean. This is the difference between what Bing finds and what Google finds. So Bing found 2 million records, 2,000,003. Google found 1 million. The first thing is sponsored. The first thing here is Weebly, which happens to be my actual web page. Down here, it finds my web page, it appears. Then it finds LinkedIn and other things. Over here, the same thing. It finds LinkedIn, it finds sourcing links, it finds recruitment, it finds videos, finds all. This is awesome. These two particular ones seem to find a lot of the same info, not in exactly the same order, but it's all there, which is really cool. So good to know. We could legitimately go into any of these and then grab the information with Zotero, stick it into a folder, and it would stick it in automatically for us. I've already shown that in a different video, so I'm not going to do it again here. Great. Now, what other information can we find? Obviously, social sites, which obviously this already kind of did that, but we're going to go down to the real name section, and we're going to put my name in, and we're going to do this. And this is where things get interesting. So let's start with social sites as an example. So let's go ahead and do LinkedIn right there for me. We're going to do a site x-ray search into LinkedIn, open her up, Dean DeCosta. Well, excuse me, we're going to open up in LinkedIn, my bag. And there I am, right there. The fact that there are so many Dean DeCostas is mind-blowing, and don't ask, because I doubt we're all related. Matter of fact, I know we're not, although some of them I think we are. All right, good. Now, what would have happened if we did the other one? The other one's the x-ray. So the site's opening up in site, this one's there, and there we go, Dean DeCosta, pictures, everything. Awesome. We're getting more information. Some of it we already had, some of it we don't. But here's the thing. That's social. I'm only going to pick on LinkedIn for now. What if the next step, let's take and get contact information. What if we don't have contact? We got all these sites that they're on. We got all these social sites, but we don't have contact information. We know how old they are, because if you look at my LinkedIn profile, you can guess about how old I am. You know where I live. It says it, Kent, Washington. Let's find out. Let's go to True People. This is one of those people finding tools that are out there. While it's running, as you can see, I've got, I think, 180 different places to go. And you're probably thinking, oh, do you really need that many? Well, yeah, not everybody's as easy to find as me. Sometimes you need multiple. I've never not found somebody, but I've actually gone down my list and ended up over here before I found information I needed. And so you never know. Let's see. Okay, we're here. No, I'm not buying a purse or anything. I'm not in Michigan nor Maine. Excuse me, I'm not that Maine, and I'm definitely not 35. I'm unknown. I'm in Maryland. Oh, what? 61, Kent, Washington. Ooh, Fort Rucker, Alabama, military base. I'm ex-military. Let's open her up. Okay, it says I was born in 1963, which is true. Live in Kent. Oh, that is my cell phone. That is where I live. That's my phone number. That's supposed to be unlisted. That's a phone number to me. That's my wife's. That used to be, and that used to be. And oh, and look at emails. That's a mine. That's a mine. That's a my daughter. I don't know. That's a mine. That's my brother. Don't know. That's a me. So out of the two, four, six, eight of them, half of them are mine, and the two of them will get you to me, and the other two I don't know. Remember, this is where you would take the emails and try to figure out which, go through other ways of finding out, which you'll see when we go through the email OSINT, OSG, Open Search Grid, OSINT Search Grid. And there you go. Look at all this information about me. So now you take this, put it together with all the social sites, put together with all the other places you've seen me, put it together with the LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile, whatever to find you, and you got yourself a complete dossier on one each Dean DaCosta. That's the real name, OSINT Search Grid. That simple and easy. My name is Dean DaCosta, the Search Authority. May the source be with you.